And let's bring in our late news finance expert, Scott Phillips from Motley. Good evening, Scott. Thanks for joining us. Economists were originally predicting a 50 basis points increase. Is the central bank worried that a bigger hike could have put us into a recession?
Michael, good evening. I think that might be a little bit too much. I don't think they're worried about a recession per se, at least not yet. What they are worried about is doing too much too quickly and potentially damaging the economy, if not permanently, at least for the foreseeable future. And that is, frankly, ends in recession if they do it too much and for too long. They've already flagged they were going to start to wind this back. It caught the market by surprise that it was happening this month and not next. But the government are very clear they want to continue to fight inflation, but they think they can do it with smaller increases from here.
And we know that this will be a bitter pill to swallow for investors, but what's it going to mean now for households and their mortgage repayments?
Yeah, really tough for households, mate. $110 a month is the increase in the average $750,000 mortgage. Remarkable to think that's the average mortgage in Australia, but that's roughly where it is. Taking the increases to about $1,000 a month since the RBA started hiking 6 short months ago. So it is a remarkable blow. The good news, if there is any, is the market, as you said, did expect it to be higher. So there are some small mercies, I suppose. It's not as bad as it could have been.
And it's all just a balancing act. We know that by the RBA to try and keep the cost of living down and the economy going. But is it still feasible to reach the bank's 2% inflation rate target, given that we're almost at 7% now?
Yeah, this is the real challenge. They've said they expect it to take a while to get back to that 2 to 3% target they're looking for. So we know that's true. They also believe, and again, I think it's probably right, once we get over the top, once we crest that wave and the inflationary pressures start to abate or continue to abate, we will drift down almost naturally to some degree. And this is why it's so important. They've got to break the back of inflation, but not do so much that, as you said before, they risk recession. They will continue to raise. Let's be honest, this is not the last one we'll see, but it does flag we're getting towards the beginning of the end at least. So there is some hope in sight.
And despite the hike today, the ASX had a remarkable rally.
Incredible day today. The US market jumped 2% overnight, so we had a very nice lead, but 3.7% is the biggest day I think I can remember in a long time, probably since the COVID crash of early 2020. A remarkable recovery. Good news too, by the way, US futures up about 1.5% early futures trading there as well. So this week might yet be a good week.
Scott Phillips, Motley, thank you.
Thanks, Michael.